Okay, just quickly wanted to talk about the Twitch channel, Discord channel, and the booster points or loyalty points or Twitch channel points that this whole video and program is based on. Um, if you go to majorleaguemanagers.com, you can easily find our Twitch channel from that homepage. You can also find a link to our Discord. If you have any interest in joining our Discord, you can do so right there. You're going to need to be watching our streams on Twitch if you want to collect these booster points when we are live. That is how you will collect these booster points. You get 100 booster points every 10 minutes you watch. If you're a subscriber, you get 1,000 booster points every 10 minutes you watch. There's also other ways to earn booster points. You can view this on the leaderboard page. It says this info right here. Also, we'll be doing 50,000 booster point giveaways on every stream. So you're going to need to be signed up to Twitch. You're going to need to be watching the streams, and that is how you are going to earn these booster points. With that being said, let's get into the rest of it. What's up, everybody? I just wanted to talk today about the Create-a-player system and the Boost-a-player system that I've implemented into MLM. This will be coming to IPBF as well, the second league. So yeah, let's get into this. Every year we have a draft, obviously. This is a good time to talk about this in the file because we have the Major League draft pool announcement published. So we have the actual draft pool. So let's make sure we have no filters on. Let's go to default. So as you can see here, Evo origination. So our draft pool is populated mainly of players from our feeder league. Both our feeder leagues, Evolution and Origination, which are here. So every season we're sucking, this is just batters. It's usually not quite this high, but 500-600 players we're pulling out of our feeder leagues each year. So each year, our feeder leagues also have their own draft. So if you in-game go to reports, go to either feeder league, Evolution or Origination, go to reports, league event list. You'll see that they have their own draft, their draft pool announcement and their first year player draft. So there's a period between March 29th and July 1st, and this is the same for both leagues, where we can edit this draft pool. And this is where your created player is going to get inserted into the file. This becomes available from March 29th till probably a week before July 1st. You want to have your created player in if you want to create a player. And you can decide which league you want to put them in. Evolution, maximum age is 21. Origination, maximum age is 19, right? So these are high school, Origination, and college league. So you create your player and they go into the draft pool of the feeder league. So I'll give you an example. These two boys on the Hamilton Ross Rams, the Silvera boys. Callahan was the better one. He got drafted. The other one didn't. Jimmy boosted. The more you boost your player up in that sort of draft pool period, the higher they'll end up getting selected into the feeder league. So this guy is a created player by Jimmy, and he's going to play down here in the feeder leagues until he hits the eligibility age to be drafted, and he'll show up in the major league pool. Okay? So that just explains sort of, you can't create your player in August. Every year there's a window for created players, and that window is between March 29th and July 1st. So if you decide in you know, September you want to create a player, that's fine, but the player's not actually going to get created and put into the game until March 29th. So I know, for example, Joshua has a player sitting on the server right now that he created. I'll put that in on March 29th. That's coming up. So the MLB draft happens, those 600 players get sucked out of these feeder systems, and then we have to replenish the feeder systems with new players, and we do that with the draft. Okay, so with all of that being said, you've decided you want to create a player. How do you do that? What does that look like? How does that work? You've been watching the streams, you've been collecting booster points, we call them. They're Twitch channel loyalty points, and that's how you're going to create a player. If we go over to majorleaguemanagers.com and we go to MLM, you will be able to use booster points. There'll be a section here in IPBF for it too. DayZ server, you'll even be able to like use points. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff happening with these points, but for the sake of this, you want to create a player and have them go through the feeder league system and come and boost them up with your points, and eventually have them come into the MLB draft. majorleaguemanagers.com/MLM for the MLM league. Go to create and the drop down will come. You can just go to create. You can go to how it works and rules, but this video will be posted somewhere clearly, so this video is going to explain it probably easier than me typing it all out. So first of all, you probably want to see, you know, how many points you have. So you can come over and find yourself. Just click on the leaderboard there. Come over and find your name and see how many points you have. Jimmy's killing it. And then decide. You'll be able to create personnel. That's not done yet. Side pitcher or batter. So you can click one of these and it'll take you to a form that I've created to make it easy. So we can do CAP, create a player tutorial, and just go through and fill this out. 182, left, pick your league, your info, and so the form may seem kind of simple, but these forms are actually like a huge pain in my ass. I had to go through and use ChatGPT to like make these forms, which was a lot easier said than done, but I managed to do it for the booster forms and the creative player forms. So there's sort of restrictions. You have like maximum points you can use as you're making the form, and it'll tell you how many points you have left, how many points you've used, each category, personality, offensive. This is a pitcher, but you still get some batting options and stuff for pitchers. It's not a lot of points, but you still get some. Just go through, you fill all this out. It won't let you use more points than you're allowed to use. It won't let you select any more pitches or anything than you're allowed to. It's all programmed in there. Some things are locked. Anyway, you go through, you fill all this out, and you submit it. And you'll get a downloaded copy of it. And then a copy of it will come over to the server. Go into our MLM section here, and if we go to picture and the last modified, we'll see this here today, right now. We could view and edit that. And this is our player we just created. So I can put that into the game. Okay, so now you've created a player, which is free to do. You know, it doesn't cost you any booster points or anything like that. How do you boost the player? You can come back here, go to boost, and there's some rules and stuff here. And just sort of read through this. Talent change randomness. Pricing and stuff may change, but you would choose one of these and it'll take you to this form. And now you can decide how many points you want to use in each category. If you only want to use, like, you only want to have 5 points, that'll cost you 5,000 booster points in the personality boost section. So if you don't click anything, it won't let you use any of the forms. They're all locked. The points and allocation is based off of what you choose up here. So it's cheaper to buy more. It also is more in bulk. Costs more up front, but it's cheaper, 7% cheaper. So 20 points, this would give you 20 points. Go through and use 20 points. If that's all you wanted to do was just a 20-point personality boost, you could just submit this and I would get it on the server. If you wanted to boost 20 points in each category, and it'll tell you how much your total boost is going to cost right here. So if you just wanted to do, you know, the 5, and it won't let you check more than one either. You have to uncheck it. You just wanted to do a 5,000 or however you want to do it, mix and match, and then just check that you have the booster points on the leaderboard. It'll tell you. Then go through each category that you've unlocked, fill it out. So let's say we did 20, we'll unlock a new pitch, increase velocity, 20. Gonna do a big one, an 89,000 booster point boost. And yeah, it's kind of expensive and grindy, but so we're gonna we would add a knuckleball. Increase our velocity. Add 20 stamina. All right, so that's everything. All right, we would submit that to the server. Even open it. It'll show you how many points you used in each category. You did increase your velocity, 20 stamina, points used, total boost cost, and I'll put a timestamp on it. And this will go to the server, I'll get it, and that's how you boost your player. You do that as your player goes through the feeder leagues, you just keep boosting them, and that will increase the probability of them being a higher selection in the draft when they're finally eligible to get there. If you have any questions about it, hit me up. I don't think there's anything else.